Okay, so now that we have some familiarity with parametric curves, we can start being a little bit fancy with them, and we can start doing uh, some calculus on these parametric curves. Okay, the first thing we're going to start with by doing calculus on these parametric curves is finding slopes of tangent lines. Okay, so recall. Okay, so slope of a tangent line. Okay, if you can remember all the way back to Calc 1, was denoted by dy dx, and that was f prime x. Okay, so for parametric curves, for a parametric curve, okay, our parametric curve we'll write as y equals f of t, sorry, x equals f of t, y equals g of t, and we'll assume it's t's on, our parameter is available at whatever point we're interested in. The slope of the tangent line is going to be exactly the same. We're still going to write it as dy dx, but this is just going to be g prime of t over f prime of t. Okay, or the way we think about it, another way to think about dx, dy dt, sorry, over dx dt. Okay, and this is provided dx dt is not zero. Okay, and so, I mean, this is incredibly easy to remember, but why is this in fact the case? And in fact, it comes back to chain rule. Okay, so if we think about dy dt, dy dt is going to be dy dx times dx dt. Okay, and we just solve this for dy dx, and you end up dividing by dx dt. Okay, so this is again still the change in y over the change in x. Okay, so that's how you end up with your slope of your tangent line. Okay, so one thing that comes up on the web work is the second derivative. So you can compute second derivatives, but second derivatives are not quite as easy to take. Okay, so the temptation is to say that the second derivative is just going to be dy dt sorry, d squared y dt squared over dx dt. So just take the second derivative of the numerator, second derivative of the denominator, and in fact this is not true. Don't do this. The second derivative is equal to you're taking the derivative with respect to t of dy dx divided by the second derivative of x. Okay, so the way to think about this is you are really taking d by dx of dy dx. Okay, and this is accounting for using the chain rule the same way that we use the chain rule up here. Okay, so let's look at an example. Actually, let's stop this video and we'll look at an example in the next video.